All right, so give us a minute. We are getting on the other platforms real quick, and then we can go ahead and get started. Just give us 1 minute. I am ready for Black Love. What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Brian Ackerson 77. What's going on? Hawk Daddy 1. What's going on?
I already started it.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So just in case you are new, and because some of these names I don't recognize, so just in case you are new, what's up, Hot Rod 468? And you guys want us to talk about a particular topic tonight. Now again, it could be about relationships. It could be a hot topic. It could be gossip, but of course we turn the gossip into something more so dealing with people's lives and not more so about the gossip because we don't like that. But it could be about pretty much anything that we as people deal with in life. If y'all want to bring up a topic and y'all want to talk about it tonight, go ahead and put it in the comments below. We will make sure that we get to at least a couple of them at the very end of the show. But other than that, if you don't have anything to add or you don't want us to talk about a topic, we got our own topics, honey. So we let y'all talk. I'm ready for Black Love. Been a busy guy. Glad All Stars done. Oh, we heard y'all didn't know how to. Atlanta people ain't know how to act or something. Something was going on in Atlanta just because y'all was cutting up. Oh, I'm glad everything's okay, Frederick. The weather got better.
What's up, everybody? What's good? What's happening? What's up to Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitter? What's up, Twitch? What's up, IGTV? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? You feel me?
Thank you, Yellow Bad.
What's up, Trey?
She said happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Yellow Bad.
What's up, Prince Raquan? Sorry if I said it incorrectly.
All right,
y'all. We it's time for us to get started.
Yeah, we're gonna get this party started. So, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. It's been a long week, y'all.
Oh,
it's been
God.
It's been a long week.
Oh, God. Yellow Bad, I'm with you, girl. That Lisa Ray biopic. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second.
Ooh, I feel like these earrings are like...
Oh, it's your shirt.
Maybe it's the head.
It's so dark.
Earrings look extra big today for some reason. Okay.
We ready?
We ready, honey. Let's get it popping.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters, YouTubers, Twitchers, Facebookers, IGzers, Twitterers, and that's it, right?
And that's it, girl. You got them all.
All right. So here we are. This is Brains and Beauty
times 2. I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami.
All right, y'all. We're just going to do like a quick recap before we get into these topics.
Yeah, first PSA.
Yes.
Serious PSA today. It's a HIV national holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, awareness day, not really a holiday because we have awareness days throughout the year. Today is National Women and Girls HIV Awareness Day, and today is very big because majority of women and girls transmit HIV through heterosexual contact over any other type of contact, which means they are getting it from the man. Majority of the rates are coming in from heterosexual contact, not drug usage, not any other type of way. So we like to bring awareness about the women who are still living with HIV, the girls who are still living with HIV, the ones that we lost, like my mother. And just everybody who is still doing the fight and doing awareness and doing the work to get HIV less stigmatized and more education around it, and keep the conversation going, because I think people think that HIV is gone, and it's not. So if you have not got tested within the last 12 months, please go ahead and do so. The testings are free. No matter if you're married, single, dating, it's just about your immune system, you guys. So just go ahead, get tested. It's free everywhere you can probably find it. And that's basically what I wanted to make sure I come on here and say before we start anything, is to just give a shout out to today, which is March 10th. Every year on March 10th, for the National Women and Girls HIV and AIDS Awareness Day. So big thing for me. And I hope you guys just know your status, and that's it. And just keep the conversation going into the next Awareness Day.
Yes. Make sure y'all do that, please. Especially if you have not gotten tested in the last year.
Yeah,
please make
in a very long time. So I know we all are sometimes afraid, because you don't want to know that status, and I get that. But nowadays medicines are so amazing, unlike they were when my mom and my brothers were here. So it's nothing to be afraid of anymore. But I understand it could be a little frightening. But so that's all. Just wanted to bring that up before we get into our birthday review.
Yes, honey. Like y'all said, like someone already mentioned, it was our birthday last week.
Yes.
And Miami's was on the 4th. Mine was on the 5th.
Thursday and Friday of last week.
And we went to Denver, Colorado.
Yes.
And we actually were in Breckenridge most of the time. Oh my God. Y'all. One, before we get to to some of the other things, it was so beautiful. Like the mountains, just driving through on the highway through these beautiful, beautiful mountains. Like if y'all have never been to Colorado and just driven through it, y'all need to do. I feel like everybody needs to see that once in your life. Like it's so beautiful.
It was so beautiful. Like I know I have some videos, I have some pictures. I had a picture. I think one of my favorite pictures right now. Monica sent us one, and she sent me one. And it was so beautiful. I'm gonna keep posting my birthday stuff because it's so much content. It's so many pictures and videos and everything. So we have so much to post. But it was beautiful just driving through the mountains.
Gorgeous.
And seeing the snow way at the top of the peak, and just seeing everything. Experiencing for us skiing. Really skiing for like the first time.
We did an amazing job skiing. I want y'all to understand, like we looked so good skiing. We did a great job. How many times you fell? I think I fell twice.
Maybe twice. I don't know.
I think we fell.
And that was in skiing.
Yes.
That was like at the very end or the beginning.
Yes. Like we did an amazing job on them skis, honey. Like that's one thing I know I cannot wait to do again.
I know.
And snowmobiling. We also went snowmobiling. That was gorgeous.
Beautiful scenery while you're on the snow. It's like jet ski. It's like, oh my God. What is that? Rainey Jr. Did y'all visit any dispensaries? Well, we had a group of 10.
Yeah.
So some of them did go to the dispensary and got whatever they wanted, from patches to the stuff to the whatever else they wanted to get. They got that.
Yeah, we were in the car.
Yeah.
We were in the car.
But we did visit.
But we did go
as a group, as one car.
Yeah.
So that's that. But I had an amazing time. I'm so happy everybody said yes, including Shayla, for her to share her birthday with not only myself, but with the group, because her birthday was right after mine. So she could have stayed home with her husband, you feel me? But she didn't. So shout out to you for coming along and traveling and getting an experience.
Inviting me, boo. Thank you.
What else? Yeah.
But if y'all do go,
great group of people. That's number one.
Yeah.
We had a great group of people. It's hard to do a group
that big,
when it's that big of that many people. But God definitely put us together very well to have a great trip of just grown folks, who ain't got the time to be putting out the time of drama.
For real.
So I just want to shout out, man, everybody who came on the trip with us too, like who said yes to the address. Like I've been saying the whole week, like they said yes to the Airbnb address. into Colorado as well, man. I think each and every one of them.
They really did make it like a trip to remember. For real. Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, so that's our PSAs. Good birthdays, 80s babies in the building, still looking like 20s or whatever. You feel me?
30s where?
I know. 30s where, okay? But we're gonna start with our first.
We're gonna start with our first topic. Our first
topic tonight.
And yes, let me Rikiano, I think I'm saying that right. We do see your
we'll get to
your question, and we will get to it, okay? All right. So, first topic of the day. What Trey talking about?
He'll get invited next year.
Oh god.
It may be a yearly thing too. Like I'm really considering it, doing another
because that
trip
was really
next year.
Cool.
So we'll see.
All right. So our first topic of the day is, all right. So Timbaland and SwIzzbeats, if y'all have not been watching IG or any kind of news, they have sold Verses. They sold Verses to Triller. And now they're just shareholders, so they're no longer sole owners of Verses anymore. And they're shareholders with, I think that makes it 43 artists, I believe, that are also shareholders of Verses. But they just don't solely own it anymore. And
they're partial owner of Triller too.
Are they really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Power Star, Michael Rainey Jr., the son that a lot of us don't particularly care for in the show. That's just me. Maybe that's just me.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
So the show Power? Yeah, the son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, him. He said on IG basically, cool move, but these men, I'm not going to say the word that he actually said, are still sellouts. So basically he believes that why can't we just own something without having to sell it all the time and it always be about money? So in his mind, he's feeling like, why is it every time we get something and it does well, we feel the need to sell it to the white man, basically. It's basically where he went with that. And he feels like we're always thinking about the money and not ownership, and just understanding that it's important for us to own stuff and keep it within our own community. So our question is, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Timbaland and SwIzzbeats? And not only Timbaland and SwIzzbeats, because think about it too. Jay-Z sold half of his shares of Ace of Spades.
Mm-hmm.
And he also sold, what was the other one?
Tidal. He sold some of
his shares of Tidal.
Ace of Spades, in our Verses. I think for me, Verses started because we were stuck in the house.
Okay. Period.
We out here in these streets right now at this point. We just came back from Colorado.
Okay.
Right? Couple of things with them selling Verses. I feel like every time, yes, I understand we should have some ownership, which they still have ownership.
They still do, yeah.
I think sometimes we get caught up in just owning 100% of things and not realizing it does come to economics at one point in one time. You gotta be able to profit, because a lot of white men do the same thing. They create these businesses, they sell them off, like the creator of Instagram. The creative Instagram created Instagram, sold it to Facebook. Same thing with WhatsApp. The same person who created WhatsApp sold it to Facebook. Those guys don't get any slack about, they should have kept it, like blah, blah, blah.
But in the community,
Yeah, in the community. So I just feel like, yes, I understand as a Black community, did we want to see anybody sell anything? Absolutely not. But at the same time, you have to understand business. If Tidal was not doing great, as Jay-Z projected at a certain time, this is 2021 now, we're in a whole new decade. If he said, you know what, my projections for XYZ, we are not at this certain point, we're going to go ahead and sell off. If that was his projection and if that was his investment, let that man sell that thing off if it's not doing what he wants. You know what I mean? If the income isn't coming in as he thought. It's the same thing with Ace of Spades. I haven't drunk no Ace of Spades in 1,000 years. Probably since I was under 18. But what I'm trying to say is that when you make an investment in stuff and things are not coming in the way you want, and somebody's trying to buy it, businessmen, Black, white, Asian, whoever, Spanish, they're going to go ahead and sell it. But do I get back to the question of should we stop selling our stuff and own it? Yeah, but if they would have owned it, are we paying them for verses? Are they really getting big money for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're supporting them, and yes, we're the eyes, and they know we're going to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to eat. The artist got to eat. The platform got to eat. I mean, how many more Diddy sponsorships can they get for one episode? I don't know. I just feel like we're back outside. I have to agree with 50 Cent on this one. Like, we're back outside, and it's towards the end of life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how they thinking about doing it, it's just going to be like pay-per-view, like, because Thriller had the fight last year on the app. So maybe it's going to be something like, okay, if you guys want to see verses moving forward, you're going to have to pay $1.99 to watch it. You know what I mean? I have no idea. But we outside now.
We outside now.
So versus is just something at this point. Michael says at the end of his life, but it's about to switch out. And would you pay $1.99 to watch versus?
I would.
You know what I mean?
I would.
So I think it's a smart move. Again, we have to stop thinking about having 100% of ownership when somebody coming in with some billions, and use that money and liquefy money to move on to the next thing. We don't know what else Jay-Z's about to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what else SwIzzbeats and them need money for any type of next music move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So kudos to SwIzzbeats, Timbaland, and Jay-Z for selling stuff, keeping partial ownership of that thing, and not getting rid of it 100%. I'm happy their foot is still in the door. It ain't like they all the way out.
I feel like they've all made extremely smart business moves.
It's a business move
before, so I may not know where they're going with it now, but I trust that the reason why they're doing what they're doing, that there's a good reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they're all good businessmen. It's been proven. So I'm hopeful that they did it because there was a good reason for it. You know, that it made money sense, it made business sense for whatever it was that they're doing. It made sense to them to do so.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't dare call them sellouts because they sold.
I think
I don't know.
I think it's just a mindset thing. Like it's
going too far.
It's a mindset thing. Like we have to get into the business of how the others do. They build things and they sell them all.
Mm-hmm.
They build and sell.
And normally they still have a foot in the door.
Yeah, like I'm not understanding why we can't build and sell too. Why can't we just... And I understand they want us to build and hold. I get it. You build and hold. Who knows? They may go back in 5 years and buy it back. You know what I mean? You just never know. So...
I don't know. I just think you just don't understand the business side of it. Period. You know, it is what it is. Okay. Well, let's see if we can see some comments on that one. I know I saw Mark Breeze. Mark Breeze 215 said just gotta understand business. That you read his mind.
It's business minds. It's about the overturn. It's about I need to liquefy to move on to my next deal.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that man got pending, and then as soon as it pins and hit us, we're gonna be like, oh man, we so happy he sold whatever.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna be all on them. Like, good for them.
Okay. All right. So next topic. I think we're gonna go with this one first. Okay.
Let's get into it.
In this day and age, do we really want to be as independent as we are, ladies? Do we really want to be as independent as we are? Or do we just want to be able to live in our own feminine energy at all times, period? Okay. What would make you want to be nothing but a woman, just a woman in the presence of your man? Like, what makes you say, I don't want to do all that other stuff? Like, what would allow you to just be a woman in your man's presence? Like, what would the scenario have to be with your partner in order for that to happen? We're gonna let Angie answer this first. Look, you see her face. We're gonna let her answer this one first.
Okay, so let's say again for the people in the back, shake.
Okay, so in this day and age, do we really want to be as independent as we are, ladies, or do we just want to be able to live in our own feminine energy at all times? Like, we just want to be a woman at all times and just be able to be comfortable in just being that. Okay. What would make you want to be nothing but a woman in the presence of your man? Period. Like, what would make you say, look, I'm comfortable in just being this because I know this man got fill in the blank.
So, okay, wait. One more time.
Okay, one more time.
In 2 words.
2 words?
Okay, you know what I mean.
Okay, so ladies, we're always on this independent kick. Always, okay? Nowadays, we're all on this independent kick. I got this. You know, I don't need a man, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, are you okay? Like, is that really what you want, to be completely independent of a man? Or do you want a man that allows you to just be a woman? Just allows you to just be...
To embrace my feminine energy.
Exactly.
And to be just... I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we did see this video earlier. I forgot her name. And I have to agree, like, do I want to be independent for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. You know?
Oh, God, my eye. What?
Absolutely not. I don't want to be independent for the rest of my life. However, I can survive in my independency. Now, at least I know that if I had to do it for the rest of my life, I'll be fine, baby. It's easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl over here. I can make it happen. But do I want to? Do I desire that? Absolutely not. I want to have the man, the husband, that will make me fall back sometimes and not be so aggressive and so independent of myself. I want to be the
allows you to lean on him and let him get it.
Yeah, I just want him to be in my presence so much, and like she said, to have my covering and feel safe and feel all of that, feel beautiful, feel protected, feel provided for. So that way I can give off this feminine energy that I don't even give off to people. You feel me? Like that is bottled up.
Okay, so
for the husband.
So what would your husband have to do in order for you to feel safe enough to be able to do that?
You know, my thing is making sure I'm emotionally protected.
Okay.
Definitely spiritually protected and supported.
Okay.
And guided. Mm-hmm. You know, you always want your man. Well, I'm not gonna say you because everybody is different. Mm-hmm. You know, I just want my man to be such of a leader when it comes to showing the way of maybe how I should be when it comes to even supporting him in his emotional part and his spiritual life and his spiritual walk. Like, I want him to be that leader, and I want to be able to fall back and become Angie with that. You feel me? See how I just changed?
You okay? Tone? Your whole tone changed, boo.
Like, I want to be able to do that, but honey, it ain't gonna. I'm not gonna give it off.
All right, it went back to independent. It went back to independent.
You know what I mean? So I think every woman wants to be able to sit in her feminine energy and give it off to that man and be like, babe, like, I missed you. Well, you're gonna say that anyway, but babe, I missed you today. Do you need anything today? You know what I mean? Like, do you want something to drink? Can I go get your favorite snack? Like, I think we all want to be in that feminine energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these dudes make you want to.
I'm not in this, y'all. I'm just listening.
Stand tall and strong because we 50-50 on everything. And
you don't want to be.
And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about 50-50 on everything. Like, I want
outside them. Okay.
I would want you to lead us.
I got you.
Emotionally. I want you to lead us spiritually. You can't lead me 100% spiritually because I have my own relationship with God and I can do that thing by myself. But if you're going to be part of my life, baby, you got to do some stuff I can't do for myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think to sum it up, I
can't stand my He said, this your moment, boo. Keep going. It's your moment.
I think every woman wants to live within this feminine space and bubble that God has placed us to be a female. We are female. And don't get me wrong, we're female here. It's roar. But we don't want to be the generals 24/7, 365 for 100 years. We don't want to be the generals. Now we have been
certainly don't.
Honey, we have been created to be the generals, the soldiers, the everybody. We can do anything we want to do. Don't get us wrong. But do we really? We deep inside, I think every woman doesn't mind being there for the right man, but that man has to give us a heaven to feel like an angel in it. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, well, hey Bonnie from Facebook. She said, as a married woman who hasn't worked since I had my son come along, it's cool having a man that can take care of everything. Let's see, because I'm not worried about bills or protection. I'm my best self. I'm positive. I have a clearer mind. I can focus on being a mom and a better wife.
Yeah.
And I 100% agree with that. That is, I mean, again,
how do you feel? Because you're married. You know what I mean? You're in it and you got papers on that and you already said you ain't going nowhere.
Yes.
So how do you feel about?
I mean, I definitely, I 100% agree with you. Again, it's fine being independent and it's great feeling like you can do it without some, you're going to be okay no matter what. Cause you never want for your everything to be about you to be solely on somebody else's shoulders. But at the same time, it is great to know that you have someone that has got you when you don't got it, who can support you when you don't know how to support yourself. We're not talking about just money. We're not talking about money. We're moving away from money part. We're just saying just a man a man who just, you want to come home and be like, babe, I made a 4-course meal, honey. I went and got your favorite liquor. I went and did A, B, C, and D. You want a massage tonight? When you are clear of everything else and you are lighter, when we are lighter, it leaves room for us to be able to not even be able to but want to. Yeah, I think a lot of times people get it twisted. Sometimes it's about wanting to. Give me a reason to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to feel like I have to do it out of obligation. Give me a reason to want to be that for you, to want to be that support system for you, to want to be that person who makes sure that, honey, when the world is getting on your doggone nerves, you know where to come. Okay.
Baby, it's all peace in heaven, pieces in flurries all at the house. You know what I mean? But again,
it's peace at home. Period.
Yeah, but it just takes a man to allow us to be able to open that door and bring her out.
Yeah.
If we don't feel like
I love the chest tap.
If we don't feel like when we open up that door that either we're gonna fall on our face, fall in mud, not get picked up, not get our hand held, not get a jacket on top of the puddle, we're not gonna bring her out. Honey, I'm not bringing her out. Because you have to deserve for her to come out that clock. You gotta deserve for her to walk out that door. So I'm not gonna bring you all peace and nilly when you giving me hell on earth.
Okay.
And I mean literally hell. Okay. So I think, and it's not about a man being perfect. It's not about, I know people are like, oh, that you trying to make it seem like, no, every woman and every man is different. Yeah. Everybody got to find their own equally yoked person to themselves.
Yep.
I just feel like, come on, man. I ain't gonna lie. Me being a strong, independent woman, and y'all know me very well up to this point, I would not mind. However, I still have it in me to want to still do my own. But I just wouldn't mind just, babe.
Just be able to have that peace knowing that you can be that person.
Really bringing it and not have to turn it off so I have to become something else for us.
Yeah.
Because you got that handled.
Yeah.
And I could turn it on and off if I have to. That's the beautiful thing about being a woman. We could turn it on and off, but we just want our men to give us the space and give us the nest that we're able to be okay with bringing her out.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be bringing her out and you finna be dogging her out. The other Angie ain't finna even allow that to happen.
Mark Breeze 215 is just taking notes. Just taking notes. All right.
So that's all I gotta say, fellas. Just whatever your woman does, like whatever your woman desires from you, whether it be from financial, emotional, spiritual, physically, protect the most, support in what she's doing. I mean, everything, man. Like, feeding our egos too. Sometimes we gotta hear that from y'all. We want to hear from our men, oh, we sexy today, or you look amazing today. And we may feel like a boo-boo the fool. But we want to hear that from y'all. You know what I mean? Like, we need that too, just as much as you guys need that. We understand you guys need it too. But I'm telling you, give your woman a nest of feathers and boas and rose petals. She is going to return that energy back to you like 1,000 times. And that's all I think we're trying to say.
Yes.
I want to return that energy to him.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be a pain in the behind. Nobody wants to sit here and go through all the issues and all that. Nobody wants to be fighting and arguing, and nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we on.
Found him yet, child.
That's not what we on. All right. So Magnificent on YouTube says, "What do y'all look for a man? What do y'all look for in a man who can trust to take the lead?"
What do y'all look for in a man who you can trust to take the lead?
Yeah.
I mean, there's many things. That's something that I will have to personally decide with who he is first. I got to figure out who he's going to be first. And the things that he possesses the things that he already have, maybe it's some things that he has that may catch me off guard and I actually might just love. You know what I mean? So I can't really say, but I know I would know he can take the lead just how he treats me and how he treats every situation. Like, respect is the main thing. Yeah. I don't care if you are a man or not. You better respect God's daughter. You hear me? But just how he just steps in and just be a leader. Like, and I mean, not just a leader about, oh, I make the most money, because I don't mind him making the most money. I'm not trying to compete with you. Like, I'm going to try to contribute. You know what I mean? I want to contribute. I mean, I have a desire to contribute.
Amen.
But I'm not going to be competing with you about who makes the most. So if you want to, that's cool. When it comes to my emotional support, you got to be able to take the lead on that, because yes, Angela could take care of herself, because when you're not here and when you weren't here, she still took care of herself. You know what I mean? But if you're going to be in my life, emotionally, I'm going to need you to lead that. Like, okay, babe, I know you stressed out. You know you're finna get through this, right? Not no, oh my God, you stressed out? Oh my God, what we going to do? No, sir. I need you to pull up your pants, and tell me, babe, everything is going to be okay. You got this. Here's the solution. This is what we're going to do. Pull it together. You could cry for 30 seconds, but let's get it back together. You know what I mean? Spiritually, he got to be able to lead that. Like, okay, tonight we having Bible study. Okay, what are we getting into the word today? You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're facing in life right now. This is what the word says, Angela. This is what we're going to stand on today. This is what we're going to pray on today. That is the sexiest thing ever in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a man to be able to take care of everything, not just financially.
Yeah.
I need you present. I need you spiritually present. I need you emotionally present. When you are present in those spaces, Angela shows up.
Oh, okay. Well,
hi.
Angela shows up high is what she says.
Angie is gone.
Okay.
Angela has arrived.
Okay.
Miss whatever your last name is.
Okay. All right. Well, my answer to that,
honey, because I have not found him.
My answer to that, what do we look for in a man that you can trust to take the lead? I mean, just again, it's about actions. It's not about words. It's about, what are you showing me that says that you can lead us in the direction that we as a family need to go? Yeah. Whether it's just me and you, or whether it's me, you, and the kids, it don't matter. The family, how are you leading us? Are you leading us towards the Lord? Are you leading us towards being debt free? Are you leading us, whatever those things are? Because again, everybody's thing is different. What every woman wants is different. What's important to every woman is different. So, it's all about what those things are and where that man is taking you and leading you in that. If you know what's important to me, and you're taking the lead and you have a plan and you're putting those plans in motion, that's leading. Where I don't have to, because you've already got it, you've already done it, you've already set the plan up, and then you've prayed on it, honey. I feel like it's very simple. I don't know why it seems so hard, but it's so simple. Just if it's just taking the lead. And I understand leader ain't everybody's strong point, but it's about at least
Baby, I need
trying and being a leader in the areas where you are strong. And when you're not, knowing enough to be able to let your woman, if she is strong in that point, letting her do it.
Sure.
Because to me, that's also a leader.
Yeah, that is true.
You know,
I have to agree with that.
Yeah,
because Angela can have a seat, and then Angie can come in and take care of it. You hear me?
Yeah. Again, because everybody's not strong in everything. So sometimes it's about knowing your strengths and weaknesses.
But I ain't gonna lie, I need a general, baby.
Oh, okay.
I need a general.
She said a general, honey.
I went to Miami Jackson Generals. You hear me? Like I was raised for a general. So I have to have a general in majority of the spaces. He doesn't have to be perfect, but he really has to be a true leader, not even within our marriage and with our relationship, but he has to be within the community too.
Okay. And Peyton Sanders says, I agree. Hopefully the woman can let the man lead. Now, again, I think where the issue sometimes comes when the woman can't let the man lead or doesn't, is because she doesn't feel safe in that space. She doesn't feel like you've proven that you can lead her. Period. Because when she does, she allows you to do that.
Yeah.
But when she doesn't, when she feels like you're wishy-washy, sometimes you own it and sometimes you're not, or no. You know, when it's not consistent, a lot of times we as women, we just do. We do because we have no choice, because we have to, whether you're there or not. So we just do it, And that's just an example, even from like single mothers. They have no choice. They got to do because they have no choice. They have no choice. So they've learned that already.
Yeah. And let me be clear about being a general. Being a general does not mean you're an alpha male.
Yeah, no.
You could be whatever the opposite is, but how you take care of house with your wife and how you treat her, that's a general. Like, you could be, for example, I'm gonna give, this is the only example I can even think of right now, is Kelly Rowland's husband.
Mm-hmm.
He's not loud. He's not. But I bet you he a leader in that house to get her together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's not about being alpha and omega, because there's only one anyway. You feel me? I don't know, man. It's just something wrong with your camera.
It keeps going.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just we just know when we know. And for me, in my house and how I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna know when I know.
What's up, Chaz?
I'm talking about child. I saw him earlier.
All right. Well, okay. So that was we're gonna move on to the next topic, but thank y'all for commenting on that one.
Thank you, Magnificent on YouTube.
Yes, thank you. All right, so Carrie Hilson claims she can live in separate homes from her husband. If she were to get married and her husband wanted to live in separate homes, she would be okay with that. She would be fine with that. Our question to y'all, fellas and ladies, would you be able to have a successful marriage? Would you be able to have a successful marriage living apart from your spouse?
You start with this because you married, boo.
I feel like I say this all the time, but hell no. We're not gonna play them kind of games. No. I feel like that's opening so many doors. No, ma'am, and no, sir. What am I married to you for if I gotta live in a separate house with you? From you? No. I really don't have any other things to say, but no. Absolutely not. Like, no. Again, I understand me time. I understand now this is the wave of the, the new relationships now is, I need my space and you go do. Look, I am not. What's homegirl name from Sex and the City?
Carrie.
I am not Carrie, honey. I don't. No. I don't. I'm not gonna go rent another house or rent another apartment so that I can have my me time and all that kind of stuff. You better take her behind another room. You need some me time. But no. Won't be no separate homes. No, I'm not finna play them games with you. Absolutely not.
What about separate rooms in the house?
If you need a separate room to get your mind together, or you need privacy for whatever you got going on, that's fine.
Like a real full room, like
a man's cave.
No,
so that's his.
Not a cave, because the cave be open to like the public. I'm talking about like the room. There's a nice, like he has decorated his own room. You have to have your own room. Then y'all have like a marriage room.
What you using the room for? What you using the room for?
It's like separate homes. So let's just say one room. One room is decorated like a full bed, like full room.
No.
Then the other room is like yours, and it's like Shayla's room.
No.
And then there's like a his and hers room.
No. You wanna know your room is? Where my room is. That's what your room is. Where my room is. And all that. No. If you need a break, go take you a vacation with your boys or something. Go do some of that. Go to your man cave with your fellas when you need a little break from the household. That's fine. But what we will not be doing is getting no separate home. We are not living separately, honey. No, ma'am. Get your life.
Ma'am.
Get
Pam,
your life.
ham, or turkey. Chad
no. Period. Not gonna happen. But that's just me in my house. Not gonna happen. I just think it sets you up. It sets you up for failure.
For what?
I just think that those kind of living apart starts other things from happening. So now, not only are you living apart now, you got separate homes, now you got separate this, you got separate that. What was the point of getting married? Yeah. What was the point of that? No.
My neighbor just said, heck no, if we living in separate homes, why are we even married?
Thank you. That's just insane to me. No.
EDK Jr, I'm good. No room. I just take myself to the couch.
Look, sometimes you got to go there. Sometimes I go there when I'm gonna sit. I need a minute. Okay, yeah. Give me a minute, and I'll be back. But I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah. Rob Lee on IG said it gotta be our room.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Okay, when we upset, we went to our room.
Mark Breeze said it's nothing wrong with having separate rooms in the same house, though.
Separate rooms. I'm not upset with you having a different room that you just go to for whatever, but you're not sleeping in there.
So there's no beds up in there.
No, you're not sleeping. What you sleeping in there for?
Sorry.
I did not get married to sleep in a king size bed by myself. Are you insane? You better bring that behind to this room. No.
Bring that booty.
No,
boy.
You want that room to get work done, and you want some you time because you want to play. Maybe you have a day off. You got a couple days off. You just want to chill, get some stuff done, and you don't want to be bothered, or you just want some quiet and peace. Fine, go to another room.
Now I am all for, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I get married, I need a wife's room.
I don't think anything wrong with it. Just
I
agree with you. In there.
I agree with you. It doesn't need a bed. Maybe a chair. What is it? The long chair called? It's like straight
with no back.
No, it has the back. A chaise.
A chaise. Yeah, a chaise.
It could have a chaise in there, something very comfortable, so I could be, looking up to the sky, thinking, or whatever the case is. But I agree. I don't think a bed should be in there, but I definitely need my woman cave.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Maybe my husband may not want one. I'm gonna need one. I need my space. I understand where she's coming from, because sometimes when you're single for a very long time, you get very comfortable in your own energy.
And you don't try to acclimate
you just want to be within. But I think she really came from a point where she felt like, because she has so many long distance relationships, and I mean very long distance, that it was second nature. Like, the person had their house over there and she had her house there because they were long distance relationships. When it comes to long distance relationships, they're different from marriage.
So how would you, if you did a separate house, how would you determine when y'all come together?
If you're married?
Yeah. What for dinner? We got dinner together. Other than that, I see you in the morning. Ooh. How's that work?
No, let me just say, somebody who's been waiting for marriage for a very long time. Baby, when you get married, I'm gonna see you every day. The only time I'm not gonna be able to see you, again, depending on what he does for a living versus what I do, and I just need my personal time anyway. So I may have to get away in my little room and do my little, I don't know, journaling or just whatever my projects are at the time. Same thing for him. But when it's time to go to bed, I've been waiting a very long time. We're not separated.
Period. What do we get married for?
But I get the part of dating. When you're dating, yes, of course, their house, my house,
yes,
separate.
That's different. But I'm married to you.
You know what I mean? We're engaged. You stood at your house, my house.
There's papers on that. But you want me to? No.
When we become one, that's it, baby. You're gonna see me wig, no wig, lash, no lash. You know.
Good and bad moments. Get used to it.
Ashy and trashy. It is what it is.
Oh my God. Okay.
What else we have? Only
Peyton Sanders on Facebook says only if we on punishment we'll sleep in separate rooms.
We ain't on punishment. It depends on what type of punishment you're on. If you're gonna be in the same room with me, but you're gonna be on the floor.
Oh, so you're not with that? Oh, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch stuff.
No, we don't have a couch in the room. Go sleep on that couch right there. We got one right
But you're still in this room though.
We're in the same room. We're in the same door.
Okay. You know what? I know that that's one thing that I've had to learn to do better in, and this is just an honest moment. When he's upset or I'm upset, one of us is quick to go to the couch. Like, you bothering me? Let me go to the couch.
I heard that was healthy though.
But I've learned it's really not. It causes more issues and more problems for us because we tend to let things linger longer when you do that. Because you allowed me to go to the couch. That means you didn't really want to talk. That means you still don't want to talk. So the next day I'm doing no. Just let's talk about this, and then we can go to bed agreeing to disagree, but we need to go to bed together. So that's one thing that we've definitely had to work on.
I heard from somewhere your phone, Shay. I don't know. It's messing up the whole live.
Sorry guys, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay.
Because when yours mess up, it mess up mine too.
Okay. All right. So
sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with Shay phone on IG Live.
Not either. It keeps going black.
So I don't know how much they heard or not. But anyway, YouTube, the podcast, Facebook, Twitter, everybody heard everything still. So excuse this IG Live. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. What's going out.
You got to keep your eyes on.
I keep my eyes on it, y'all. My bad.
Yeah, so that just threw me off. I don't even know what I was saying.
Oh, I'm talking about the whole sleeping on the couch thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard from another place that that it's okay to not go to bed. Okay, if there's a big drama issue and you have to separate and come back tomorrow morning, just so that there's no words that was exchanged that would be regretted later.
Yeah, but the thing is that being dedicated to making sure y'all still talk about it the next day in the morning, because most people don't. They let it go and then they go to work the next day, and now you've been sitting on it all day, and now you even more mad because you've been thinking about it even more. So it's like one of those, if you're gonna do that, cool, but if you're not gonna talk about it immediately the next morning and agree that we don't let 24 hours go without dealing with it, it's like it becomes a bigger, more drawn out issue than it could have been had you have just talked about it in that moment.
Yeah, but I don't think everybody talks about it though.
Okay.
But I'm all for trying to go to bed happy and joyful and loving. But a lot of people around here in these streets.
A lot of people in these streets
ain't going to bed like that.
That's true.
They'll go to the next day and the next day and the next day.
Yeah, so. I'm definitely have been one of those people. I really don't want to be one of those people because it's not a good feeling.
Yeah,
it's really not. But again, that's also pride. That's a lot of things that go in there. Like I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not. If you don't talk to me, we're not talking. Like that kind of. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is just pride.
Petty
and being petty.
Yeah.
And petty don't get you nowhere, honey, but sleeping alone, and who wants that when you're married?
When you're married.
When you're married. No, you don't.
Okay. Say, honey, I sleep alone.
All right, y'all. So going on to the next topic, Lord. All right. So Tyrese attempted to get his wife back. Okay, so for I think 7 months, he was kind of publicly going back trying to get his wife. And obviously that didn't happen or hasn't he hasn't been successful. And now we've started to see him posting pictures with another young lady. So obviously he's back out here dating again.
Okay.
So our question is, how long would you wait before you move on from a marriage? How long would you wait? Like how long, what kind of, is there even a time frame that there should be for you to be able to move on?
Marriage, relationship, whatever. If you are trying your hardest to keep it together and the other person just wants to go, and they show signs they just don't want to be a part of whatever y'all had going on, and you are really trying, I don't know when the give up time is. I guess that's up to that person.
Okay.
But I guess for me, I'm not understanding why people, I get why people are a little upset with him too, because he had just said that, but at the same time, we don't know how long he been trying to get after his ex, you know what I mean, his ex-wife, and really trying to fix it. And if she doesn't want to be there, I mean, we all know men cannot be single for a long time. And I mean real single. I mean, there's no woman in their life like they can't do that.
Yeah.
They're gonna have some friends, they're gonna have some cut buddies, they're gonna have some all type of stuff.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
No, I'm old school. I just feel like men cannot go long without a woman in their life, especially when they come out of a marriage. They're so used to having a woman there. They're used to having a woman by their side. They're used to picking up their phone. So I think men can't go long. I think women can easily go a little bit longer than men, but not really either. So I don't know what's going on with them. That's none of my business. But I just feel like they should not be mad with this man if he's trying to move on. If he knew, as much as he tried to save their marriage and it just wasn't going to work out, it's time for that man to move on. And he lives his stuff in public. So Tyrese is very open. He's very flashy with a lot of things. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I remember one point he had like this concert in the back of his backyard. Yeah. And then she did the same thing for him with Brian McKnight. Like they date nights. You know what I mean? So he's very open, and I'm not surprised that he has a new person. And again, who's to say when is the time?
Yeah.
The time is when the other person says, baby, I don't want you. Please leave me alone. Have them lawyers help send me this paper because I don't want your behind. And when somebody tells you that, you just got to move on.
Okay.
Right? You can try to fight. I mean, a lot of us women, we want a man to fight for us. But if a woman telling you, please tell your lawyers, please, what they doing with this paper, baby? Because you can go about your, honey, I don't even want you. No, like, please leave me alone.
Lord.
Now, that has happened. That man got to move on. Let him try to enjoy his life. And
what's up, Eddie Uptown? Thank you. Okay.
But basically, it's no time frame for me. The time frame starts when the other person says they're done.
Okay. And that's a marriage.
Yeah. There's no, let's go to counseling and all of this. No. I'm done. I don't want it no more. Please leave me alone. Where's your lawyers at? And where's these papers at? Okay. That's when the clock starts for me.
Mr. Conweezy says a year. And he feels like you should give it a full year before you try to physically like move on with someone else. All right. And who is this? Magnificent 01 says if you're just in a relationship 6 months, marriage 1 year before I move on. And I would have to say, I'm gonna have to be a little more technical. If it was a marriage for me, when them divorce papers are signed, if I want to move on at that point, I can. And most divorces take a little time. The ones I know of have taken,
when there's like monies and properties and stuff. So like that.
Yeah, I would say probably about, if I had to give it a time, I'd say about a year. But again, if those divorce papers aren't signed yet, I'm not moving nowhere. Like I'm not moving on to nobody. I'm just by myself.
So you gonna wait till the divorce is finalized?
Yeah, so it's finalized. As long as paperwork still show I'm still a married woman, I'm chilling. For me, and I would be perfectly fine with that. There's no need to go.
I mean, I get that part because the paperwork does whatever, but at the same time, if them lawyers are drawing stuff out and them people are done with each other, it's time to move on, and hopefully the papers be done in another month.
I need them to be all the way done. I need to say you are finito.
I'm not even thinking about this because Hunty, when I'm married, that is it.
Oh, and he already know I got the papers on him, so he's done. There's no other.
I'm not going nowhere unless he do something stupid to lose me. Then I'm out, baby. It's easy to live without you.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay,
Possibly.
Trill Talk TV was saying move on sexually or relationship wise.
Everything.
Yeah, mine is everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm not even talking to someone else if I'm still a married woman. For me.
Chad say,
"Oh
for
Lord,
him, it's when the papers are drafted." Okay, so he doesn't
I
have
am done with him.
He doesn't have to wait for the signatures to draft. As soon as they're drafted, he starts to move on.
Okay,
and I think that's probably what has happened with them too. Like the papers are drafted, they just probably trying to do separation of money, property. You know,
for me, it's just you've seen way too many cases of people backpedaling and oh well, he said he was gonna get divorced, and now but he's still married 3 years later because it's just no, I don't have time. I'm not gonna play them. I wouldn't want them kind of games played with me, so I'm not gonna play it with someone else.
Yeah.
So no, I'm gonna wait. If you want me bad enough, you will wait, and it don't even matter because I'm not even talking about that because I ain't getting divorced.
I mean, we hypothetically. Next topic.
Y'all,
we have a couple. We probably got like 2 more topics before we end tonight. And I got to burp so bad with this doggone sparkling water, honey.
Oh, Lord.
But I ain't going to do it because it takes me a lot to burp.
All right. So let's do...
Before we move on, Peyton Sanders says if she ain't got nothing to offer...
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and put it on the screen. If she ain't got nothing to offer after all we fought and sacrificed for... It's on to the next. That's worth our time. Yes, definitely sounds like a music.
Like the Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. Wait a year or Janet Jackson. Wait a while. Oh, that's a good song. I gotta play that tonight.
Oh my god.
I haven't heard Wait a While in a long time.
That is, girl, I haven't heard that in a minute either. Y'all are funny. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. All right. So
before your divorce. Oh, if you date before the divorce, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
YouTube, Mr. Conweezy said, if you date before your divorce is final or high income, it can go against you in a divorce and you can come up short.
That's very true. Another reason why I wouldn't even be bothered.
That's a good one, Mr. Conweezy.
No. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. Like, it affects you dating before certain things. Your ex could use those kind of things against you.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not that serious. It's not that serious ever.
Right.
Okay, so next topic. All right, so now that we are in our 30s, honey. Now that we're
30s, honey.
In our 30s, okay?
Ooh.
How do you feel?
What?
About having kids?
Oh, yeah, we did discuss. So kids.
And the risk of having kids at this age. Like,
the risk of having kids.
Would you freeze your eggs? Would you... Well, I mean, how are you feeling about that?
I think, I gotta burp. Sorry. It's the water. It's a sparkling water. At this age, over 35, I feel I have to start thinking about that. I started thinking about that, I believe that a couple of months ago, about what I'm going to do about my eggs and stuff like that, or just wait it out and just let it be. At the same time, I don't want to stress too much about it because God forbid if it gets a little bit too late and I won't be able to, God forbid. I'm okay with adoption. I'm okay with, even if he has a child too.
I feel like now it would be so hard to find someone who doesn't have kids at our age.
I mean, I think there's a lot of men who don't have kids. It's just that where they at, I don't know, honey. I don't know where all of them
I think it's a lot. I just don't know where they at.
But no, I've been thinking about freezing my eggs. I've been thinking about doing all that type of stuff. But at the same time, I don't know if I just want the chips to lay as they lay.
You don't know if you just want to let
it be.
Yeah.
I Of course, I want to see some little girls of myself and some little boys of myself.
Ooh, plural.
Yes, because I always wanted 4 kids. So if I was to freeze my eggs and they do the IVF, and they implanted in me and I get quadruplets, honey, God has blessed me because I always said I wanted 4. So why you like that?
Girl.
I'll take 4, I'll take 3, I'll take 2. I'll definitely take twins, honey. I don't know, but I have been thinking about it. As soon as you hit over 35, you're expected to be high risk.
Yes.
But there's so many amazing women who has had babies, like Kelly Rowley. I'll keep bringing her up because she has so much. I love her. She just had a baby at 40. We already know about Janet and Halle, Berry, and so many other women who are not celebrities who has had babies in our age or even later. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, I want to freeze them. I just want my eggs to be my eggs when I get them back. Because remember that
heard
story
stories.
we had?
Yeah,
that was a story.
Stories.
Like there was a story. These women are having babies and it's not even their babies. I will go. I will have to ask the Lord for forgiveness immediately.
Because Angie coming out.
Because me at 18 will be out.
Ooh, Lord.
And that is a hurricane. Okay. But yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like I have been thinking about it. I don't want to think about it too much.
Okay.
Because I do want it to be a surprise. And I just, my thing at this point, I just want my husband to be open to adoption if need be.
Okay. Magnificent01 from YouTube says, question, I'm 45 with no kids, but do want at least one. How do y'all feel about a man my age wanting a kid?
I mean, y'all piping works. I think there's nothing wrong. Why are you looking like that?
Nothing.
Oh,
I was looking over there.
My bad. I don't think there's nothing wrong with a man who's 45 and up who wants kids. You know what I mean? Like I feel like y'all piping still works. Y'all people still swim. It's just the woman at a 45 age and to hold the baby and to get the embryo to lock in and to get planted. Like it's just deep for us. So nothing wrong with a man who's over 40, 45, even 50, even 55 who wants a child. I think that's to each his own. Okay. Why not bring whenever your time is? Like who said it had to be when we was 12 and 15 and 18 and 22 and 21? You know what I mean? 30. Okay. I think I'm more at peace now. Not more at peace. I think I've always been, but I just think I'm okay. I'm okay with knowing that I can't get pregnant tomorrow. I know I can't. And a ring on no finger, it ain't. I have to be okay with the reality of my situation, which I am. So when the time do come, maybe I'll have some eggs frozen and give to them to make an embryo and put it back in or whatever, how they work. Or maybe I'll just let it be.
I mean, I don't knock anyone who chooses that choice to freeze their eggs because, some people are just, they just want that backup. They want that sense of security. That if they do want kids in the future or whatever, that they have the ability to try. But I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think I'm one who I want it to be whatever it's supposed to be. So I'm just gonna. I don't think I would. No. I don't think I would. I mean, like, do you get frustrated, especially when you're trying? Like, do you get frustrated and stuff? Of course, but I'm still have all faith that whatever is supposed to happen will happen, and I have to be okay, and I'm okay with that. Whatever that is, it is frustrating, but I've learned to just kind of Lord, I've given it to you, and I can't do nothing else because this is on you now. Like I'm gonna do my part. But if this is what you want me to have, I'll have it. If you don't, I won't.
Yeah. I can't really connect with what you're saying.
I feel.
Because You could go home tonight and try.
Yes, I know. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah.
You could go home tonight and be like, let's do it tonight. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it next week. Let's do it every day. Let's do it all day. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, it's different because why freeze your eggs when your sperm is at home in your bed every day?
Yeah, but okay, let's just say you've been trying for whatever.
And I get that, and I get that part.
Would you do it then?
See, I don't know because I'm not in that position. Like, I don't have a sperm in my bed, baby. I can't text bae and be like, I know we've been trying. Like, my mental is not around
there.
That.
Got you.
My mental is, girl,
we gotta wait on this part first.
There has not been an engagement. There has not been a wedding yet. There hasn't ever been a wedding night yet. Matter of fact, there hasn't even been a date to see him yet. You know what I mean? So my mindset is a little bit far because it's like I have a lot of steps to even get to the point of even where you're at.
Yeah.
A lot of steps. You know what I mean? So not to say it's overbearing, but it is making me think about possibly freezing them. And if I have to do a surrogate, I'm willing to do a surrogate. I've asked my friends. I've asked my little cousin.
My best friend offers me that all the time. If you want to surrogate,
I have to. But yeah, so I'm thinking about it. 2021, in my 30s, is something on my mind. Of course, like I said, I want to see how a little girl looks of my DNA. I want to see how my son would look like. I want to see that. But if I cannot.
But then again, it's not just my decision, though.
Yeah, and again, and if I cannot, I'm okay with whatever journey God needs me to do. Like, I'm going to do everything I can.
Yeah.
But if it does not happen, I just feel like if he blesses me with a great family, great husband, and the offset is me not having kids, but I have everything else. I mean, I can't complain. I won't complain.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll keep praying for it, but
I'll keep paying for it at 50.
I would be okay if that's the lot for my life. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I'll be okay with that because there's so many other kids. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of kids out there who need parents, who wish they had a family, who wish to be loved. You know what I mean? And I know the love that I have in me and the love that my husband will possess. And we'll be able to love on other kids too, who've been born from people that don't even want them. So yeah, that's my reality.
Mark Bree says you need a reality show, Miami and Heat. I like the title, Mark Bree. That's cute.
What is it?
Miami and Heat.
I
like the title. I really do.
Miami and Heat.
Chaz, write that down. Okay, write that down. Write that down. That's a good idea. Okay, great idea.
Miami in Heat.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. All right.
But yeah. So that's my stance on it. By getting older, being over 35, not having kids yet, not having the man yet to even get engaged yet, to have the wedding night, to do the do.
To
get pregnant, to even start trying. So
yeah,
have a few little steps to go, but baby, I'll be all right. I'll be all right either way.
All right. Well, it is officially 9:14.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night.
Yeah, we had some more, but of course,
yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for the night because I think this has officially met an hour. So,
Shay be trying to leave y'all.
Look,
I'll be like, we could do an hour and a half.
My husband is waiting on me, honey.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, he was not happy that I left him last week, so he's waiting. So I have to go.
Sorry, y'all.
But anyway, we thank y'all so much, so much for joining again. We know we missed y'all last week because of our birthdays, but we are back and we thank y'all for being here. Again, we see some familiar faces and I actually see a lot of people I've never seen before. So thank y'all. All of the newbies who came on today, thank y'all so much for joining. Again, we're here every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll be back. It'll be episode 99 and then it'll be episode 100 if y'all can actually believe it. It will be 2 more episodes before 100 episodes. So We
One
thank y'all so
episode.
much. Yeah. Well, one episode. Sorry. One episode before the 100th episode. So thank y'all so much for joining.
Revived Spicy said candy canes.
Girl, you saw my text.
Okay, so anyway, some insider stuff going on right now. So tonight is episode 98. We want to, like Shayla said, we want to thank y'all so much for joining us up to this point. We're about to hit 100 episodes. It took us almost 3 years to do this 100 episode. We're really 2. And next week we don't know how we're gonna do it. We don't know how we're gonna do it for the 100th. Next week we're gonna talk about more about that, what you guys would love to see us do for the 100th episode. If you have any suggestions or any questions,
let us know.
Or anything, put it in a DM, send us an email, just put it on our page on IG, on Facebook, and we'll read it. I'm sorry, y'all, I got a burp so bad. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, so I'm excited for the 100th. I'm excited because after that it'll become season 4 for us. We have been doing this and doing it well. You know, LL Cool J up in this thing. So yeah, I'm just excited for 100. It's a big accomplishment. We up to this day we have met up 98 times.
Literally.
To do this with y'all, for y'all, to have these discussions and these talks. We met up 98 times, 98 weeks. And it was some weeks we still met up and we did not record. So over 100 for sure.
Yeah.
But to have recordings of 98 times in different days, not the same day, not the same week, I think it's bomb. And I think it speaks volumes to what we have and what we want to do and how we want to grow this thing even better, and evolve even better. I mean, we hit it like this is how 2020 looks. And now we got to get up and set the bar a little bit higher for ourselves for 2021, 2022. And I'm just excited. I don't know how many more we have in us. It may be 1,000, it may be 300, it may be 150. I don't know. But up to this 100, it's kind of cool to do something this repetitive.
Yeah.
Every week, in and out, 98 times. You feel me? So yeah. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And until next week, I have nothing else to say.
Guys. Lenny's Vibe, thank you very much for the compliment. Says I found you 2 weeks ago after watching Monogamy. Thank you.
Oh, Lenny Vibe. Let me put you on the screen.
And you know Monogamy is coming back at I think closer to the end of the year, honey. Season 3. So
yeah, shout out to all our new followers and supporters and subscribers from our YouTube channel to our IG page, to our podcast. Everybody knows that this goes up tomorrow morning on our podcast, any podcast station, from Apple to iHeartRadio to Spotify. Even those have increased. We just want to thank everybody. And for those who are on the podcast, don't forget to give us our stars, comment, and let everybody know why you guys listen to us over the podcast. For those who watch us, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, our IG, our Facebook, and leave comments there and reviews there so people can see that, and share it if you can in your stories. We just appreciate y'all. And that's all. I mean, y'all already showed us so much love already. It's nothing else to ask y'all more for besides see y'all next week and hopefully see y'all for the hun done.
The hun done.
You'll feel me? So until next week, we out. Y'all have a great one. Frederick McCoy says, stay blessed.
And we will, honey.
And we
thank
agree
you.
with that. And we send it right back out to everybody else.
Amen.
Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for episode 98. And until next week, honey, this is Brains and Beauty Times 2. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And we out.
Bye, y'all.
Pieces.